This is catnips, beautiful pollinators. They produce a lot of flowers, a lot of seed, and the butterfly, the bees especially love them. Look up right there, matter of fact. That's a bee right there. They love these plants. This is what they call catnip. It's a massive plant. Even I prune it so many times, still a massive plant. This is calancho. Yeah, I think this is calancho. Yes, growing really nice here. Yeah. See it push out a lot of seed. Might be able to save some seed from it. This is an Italian sweet pepper here, going on its second crop. This is definitely its second crop. Look, it have nice beautiful one here. It's growing on its second crop. And the eggplant them is doing wonderful, man. Nice and healthy. I harvest one the other day. Man, that thing was massive. So let me see going over here. Yeah, these eggplant is growing real huge, man. This one is like 4 feet tall right now. These limbs, guys, is to get rid of these limbs. These big one, just get rid of them because they actually join another nutrient right here. See this one? This one is big as well. So what I just try to do, I just try to get rid of the big limbs that, because the plant need air too. And these big limbs draw a lot of nutrient from the plant itself. And, these limbs already did their time. So taking them off is not really a big issue. You could also take them up, and you see they have on flowers. My last update, they basically have on some small flowers and small eggplant, but now it's a big difference here. Over here again we have eggplant. These dry limbs, we're getting rid of these dry limbs. They don't need it on the plant. You see this one, you don't want to get rid of this one because this one is growing. But this one, you could get rid of this one. Even this one, you can get rid of too. But you don't want to get rid of these little one that coming up there because they're the one that producing. So these are more eggplants growing here. Doing really well, really well. Get rid of these bottom leaf. God, these is not doing anything for the plant at the moment. All right. So let's go back over to the rest eggplant. I want to show you guys an update on my bell pepper them. And these are some bell pepper that I programmed their seed. When you say program seed, someone asks me what is program seed. But I'm going to explain what is program seed in a minute. Yeah, these are eggplant as well. Pretty healthy plants, man. Pretty healthy plants. We see it have 2 here. This one over, I harvest one from here a couple days ago. These big leaf. Oh, we have a nice one here as well. We have a nice one growing here. We have one to the bottom down there. We have 2 right here. And we have 1 here. So, and this one is now pushing out 1 right there. Seems like we're going to have a really nice eggplant harvest in a couple of weeks. These eggplant grow so fast, man. Sometimes in days, when you look in days, these things grow up so fast. And the secret, I share the secret so many times with you guys about what I throw around these eggplant. Also this year, what I throw around the bell pepper them. So the eggplant and them is doing really good so far. There's one over here that's really massive. This one is pretty tall as well. Look at this one right here. This is a real tall one from all the way down here. And it have a nice eggplant right here. All the way it have one growing up here. It have, yeah, this one is growing really. Let me get rid of some of these big leaf that this plant could focus on the fruits them that it have on. Tomato we already have is some nice tomato. Okay. All right, so these are some hot pepper. This is hot pepper. Guys, what I want you guys to do, I want you guys to pay attention to the color of the plants them. That's what I want you guys to do. Pay attention to the color of the plants. Look at the plants them, right? I'm going to show you the plants them. You see the color? Their leaf. Look at the color of their leaf. This one is spreading like wildfire, boy. Damn. Look at the color of their leaf. This is the next one right here. All right? Check the color of their leaf. You're going to see the richness in their leaf, though. That rich green in their leaf. This indicates to you that these plants is on their way to great success. On their way to great success. When you see them green, this kind of green, beautiful green, when you stand off and you look at them, they look so beautiful. You already know it's great success. Look at the next one here. Well, this one here loaded with pepper. I see it have a ripe one down to the bottom here. Basically 2 ripe one down here. And it's loaded with pepper so far. So this is 4 pepper. I think a habanero. They all come from the same plant, same seed. They all come from the same seed. And they all start from seed. So this is pepper I'm actually growing from seed. Now, I want to talk to you guys about program seed for a minute. But I'm just showing you the plants them first. Now, look at the bell pepper plants them. Look at the bell pepper plants them. Look at them. Nice bell pepper. You see the color again. Check the color again. Green, 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 and green with a rich, rich green color. Check it out. Now, let's talk about program seed for a minute. And look how tall these plants are as well. Most of these plants is already 4 feet. This one is already 5 feet. This one here, it's over 5 feet already. This one here. You see how far it come from? All the way down, they come right up. This one is over 5 feet already. Most of them is already 4 feet, 5 feet. Now, let's talk about program seed for a minute. Many people go to the store. Let me put down this and sit down for a minute. Let's have a conversation. All right. Okay, let's talk about program seed for a minute. We're going to talk about program seed. What is program seed? Programming seed. How do we program seed? Well, I'm talking from my experience. I'm not talking from no one experience. I'm talking from my experience how important it is to program your seeds. Many people go to the store and they purchase all different type of things to set their seed into. It got to be, to some people, it's got to be a special, something. So we got to go to do this seed, we got to go and we got to spend hundreds of dollars to get these seeds going. And most of the time, the success is not really there. Now, and I'll show you my peppers them. And I'll show you my peppers them and I'll show you their colors. I remember right in this area, all these bell pepper seed, all these bell pepper you see growing right here, right here I take the soil from. I take the soil from right here. Give me a second, guys. Okay. I take the soil from right in this area. And I did a lot of video concern, especially in the, if you check some of my live, in the early November, December, in these area, in this time, I was doing some live and I was talking about programming seed. In this area here, I'm going to show you these bell pepper. Give me a second. All these are bell peppers right there. And all these bell pepper seed has been programmed to this soil that's they're growing into. All these, do you see the size of these bell pepper? This thing is already 4 feet, some of them already 5 feet and growing. And most of them already start producing. All right? So let's talk about programming seed now. Like I was saying earlier, many people, and I'm sorry for these people, because when I say sorry for these people, it's the people that you're watching, because some people make it seem like you got to go out there and spend a bunch of money to buy seed, kit to buy seed, start to buy all these type of things to get some seed going. Now, in this same area right here, I did a video where I was setting these bell pepper seed. Where did I get the soil? I get the soil from right here. Right here. Now, I take the soil from right where I'm going and plant the peppers and set the seed in that same soil. Why I did that? Because, let me give you a little hint. When a seed germinates in a soil and spend some time in that soil, it's get accustomed to that type of soil, especially if the soil is nice and it's getting it nutrients, it get accustomed to that soil. So months, this seedling, after it germinates, it's going to be in this soil growing until you bring it outside to transplant it. So you want to sow them in the same soil that you want to transplant them into. So because when they get accustomed to this soil, when you transplant them into the same soil, they take off because now they're into something that they're born into and accustomed to and love. Now, when you set in seed, the soil that you set the seed into cannot be richer than the soil you transplanted it into. The condition have to be better, not worse. It got to be better. That's how you get the production. So it's either you bring in the plant into a richer soil or the same soil it's germinating into. I'm telling you, these plants is very sensible and very smart. We cannot underestimate them from the seed, from the process of the seed. We understand how these plants operate. We learn how these plants operate from the seed. Now, this is your soil in your garden. You look and you see where I'm going to plant whatever you grow in this season. Well, maybe for next season. So if you're going to plant pepper here, you come right here, you grab some soil. You grab some soil. You ain't got to go and buy all kind of extra things and special things and to get your seed going. What you need to do, one of the best thing you can do is take the soil where you're going and plant the seed, the plant, take the soil and sow the seed into that same soil. You ain't got to go nowhere and get no soil. Wherever you're going and plant cabbage, wherever you go in and plant the cabbage, you get the soil there and you sow the seed into it. You go in and plant eggplant. Wherever you know you go in and plant your eggplant, you get the soil from there and sow the seed into. So when you set the seed and the seed germinate, the seed already accustomed to that type of soil. So if you plant, set your seed in rich soil. Let me explain this to you as well. If you set your seed in rich soil and you transplant them into poor soil, you actually reversing the progress. You reversing the process because this plant already accustomed to rich soil as a seedling. And now you transplant it and put it into poor soil. It's not going to do well. No, if you take it from poor soil and put it in rich soil with nutrients, mineral, we know the plants love that. So it's going to grow nicely. So the condition got to be the same. Is either the condition be the same or better. It cannot be worse. This is why I can grow 8-foot pepper tree. Last year I grew a 10-foot pepper tree because I understand the process of programming seeds. This is not, guys, this is really serious. Think about it for a moment. Think about it for a moment. When I have my seedlings indoors, I barely water them. I don't water them. Once in a blue moon, I might give them some water because it's indoor and you can't over wet water them because you could create root rot. So what I do, I maybe once a week, or I might push my hand down in the soil and if it feels damp, I'm not wetting it. Sometimes I even allow it to dry up. Sometimes. No. When you give the seedling that type of treatment, that's how it's programmed. It's programmed to not get in that amount of water, but it still survive it. You just giving it enough to survive. That's what you actually doing. No, you giving the plant enough to survive. When you transplant it now, you transplant it into a better environment. That's when they start growing. You cannot reverse that process by putting it in poor condition that it used to. The condition has to be better. So now when you bring out your seedlings that are accustomed to the soil, this soil where you go in and plant them, these seedlings gonna do really well. These seedlings gonna do great because they're in the soil that they germinate into, and you transplant them into a soil that they're accustomed to, so they're gonna do well. If you take them from out of that seedling, if you take the seedling and put them into a worse condition, then you're reversing the process. You're gonna see your plants them not growing. But I guarantee you, if you put them in a better condition or the same condition, I guarantee you're gonna see great progress. No, these bell pepper, these thing is, some of them is 4 feet, some of them is 3 feet. These seed come from a 8-foot bell pepper tree, an 8-foot tall bell pepper tree, right in this area, right across here. The 8-foot bell pepper tree was right across here. So the same seed I use and set these seed in the same soil, right where I'm gonna plant them. Now look at them. I can show you I now pass through some eggplant. Is the same thing. I set the eggplant seed with the same soil that where I'm gonna plant them. The eggplant on them is so big and healthy. So this is something that really works. I've seen this with fruit trees as well. It's not just plants, it's fruit trees as well. It has to be in better condition or the same condition if you want to see growth. If you take it from a condition and put it in a worse condition, then the plants is not going to produce the way you want them. And you don't have the time to waste, because especially if you're growing in. Hey, what's up guys? How you doing? Porco, how you doing? Yes, blessing, blessing. Thank you. Thanks everyone for coming in. Sorry, VC Cooper. How you all doing, man? Thank you all. Complete and breed the seed from the best performing plant. Yes, yes. Yes, guys. So gardening, I take garden serious, and because I love production. So what I do, I study all the plants that I grow. And I've been doing this for a while now. So I've been studying them. So I get to understand a lot about these plants. So when you talk about growing pepper, I understand, especially bell pepper. There's one named Poblano, bell pepper, Poblano, Habana. These pepper, I understand them. I'm telling you, I grow a Poblano pepper over there, 10 feet tall. I still have the dry body. I try to overwinter. I still have it in the soil. 10 feet tall. And right here, I grow a 8 feet tall bell pepper tree. And these plants you see here, these bell pepper, they actually heading for the same height, because we in July now. We still have August, September, October, November. You still have 4 months. So this gonna be bell pepper 8 feet. Some of them you might see, some of them 9 feet. But you got to understand, and you know, I'm not trying to, who plants are the greatest optimists? Who plant are the greatest optimists? I don't understand what you're saying. Who plant? Okay. Okay, a little over 100 days, that's plenty of, definitely, that's plenty of time. So if at this time we have them, one right there is 5 feet already, we have 4 feet, trust me, you're gonna be seeing 8 feet, maybe 9 feet pepper in this area within that time. Yeah. But guys, it's all about programming seeds. It's important. Some people might say, oh no, you don't have to. Well, if you're looking for success, and if you're looking for progress, you see, this is an organic gardening, guys. This is, everything is natural in this garden. Look at the plants. Look at the plants and see how these plants green and looking healthy. Look at them. Look at everything, guys. You see what I'm saying? Everything looking green and healthy, guys. Let me just give you guys a little scope of the garden. Look at the garden, everything, and this is a natural garden. Everything grows natural. So when people tell you you got to run to the store and buy all different type of stuff, I'm telling you, you could use your soil in your garden and do wonders. Learn to program seeds. I now explain to you. I now explain to you how to program seed. And I'm not, you see, the difference with me, I show you guys the process. And I show you guys how I'm doing. I do live and show you guys. So this is real. This is real. I did live how I walk my soil. This area I did a video preparing this same soil right here where these bell pepper are. I did a video right there preparing the soil. But the thing, how you get success, guys? You see, a lot of people don't tell you these things because a lot of people want you to see their garden, right? Thank you guys for hitting the like button. Appreciate it. Don't forget to double tap the screen if you're on your phone. All right? Many people only want you to their garden to look, but they will not give you the truth about what they're doing. They will not show you because they don't want you to be successful. Well, I actually show everything, the progress. I talk about seed. I talk about the soil. I talk about taking care of the plant. I give all the details on this channel. And I have proof to back what I'm saying. This is the thing about this channel. We have proof to back what we see. We don't just sit down around the computer and just talk. We come out in our garden and show you the progress. A few weeks ago, your greatness gift is proof. Definitely. Thank you, Pure Growth, D'Angelo. Thank you. Definitely. Proof. Not just a bag of talking and, oh, you do this and you do this, but they can't show you. You can't see the result. They're not showing you the progress. A few weeks ago, these bell pepper was actually underground like this. If you go back to my channel and check out bell pepper recently, you're gonna see these bell pepper was underground a few weeks ago, and I always show the progress. Look at them now. 5 feet, 4 feet. You rarely see these height of bell pepper, but in this garden we grow 8 foot and 10-foot pepper trees, and the garden is natural. Let me see. Pure Growth say, I remember they were small, but now it's like they explode. Exactly. Yes, Pure Growth, yes. I remember you was in the live, and yes, you see how small they was. Look these things. And what we feed them with, everything is natural. This year, I'm going to give you guys something. I want you guys to use this method and tell me how it works for you. All right? Use this method and are you in Niagara? No, I'm not. Let me give you a method I want you guys to use. This is natural. This thing works. I have a lot of recipe. I have a lot of different recipe. When come on making compost tea, I have a lot of combination. You see, the thing about it is, when you're making compost tea, you got to have an idea of which plants to put together. You see what I'm saying? Because some plants give off nitrogen, some give off nutrients, some give off mineral. They all give off different, it's like a different combination. So when you understand the mixture to put together, you'll be surprised what you see happening in your gardening. Now, let me give you guys a little secret. This is one of them I'm giving you. Cabbage. You know the cabbage leaf? When your cabbage growing and the outer leaf, you're breaking them off. While you're breaking them off, add them in some water. While you're breaking off the cabbage leaf, put them in some water in a container and just allow them to break down for at least 2 months and feed them around your plants. That works great. I'm telling you right now. I use that around some eggplant. Let me see if I can show you guys the eggplant them. I use this thing around these eggplant. All right. I don't know if you could see, but these are the eggplant them. And the thing on them is so goddamn healthy. I now harvest a massive one. Right over there. You understand? The thing them produce, and they're growing so tall. Look at this one, these two over there. Growing massive. Let me show you what's going on down here again. Look what's going on here again. You see, I just show proof, guys, of what I'm doing. You see this? This is two right here. This is another one here. And that's another one down there. Look, one coming out here. We have a next one coming out here. Now, with this juice, in the next week, in the next 7 days, you're going to see these eggplant massive. I'm telling you. Let me see what progress. 2 weeks ago, they were all right. All right. You see what I'm saying? So, guys, I show my proof. Progress say 2 weeks ago, they were small. No, that's proof exactly. You see what I'm saying? So, a lot of people talks a lot of things, but they don't have nothing to back it. And that's the thing. No, I don't. The difference with me is I don't promote products, right? I don't promote products. So a lot of people promote products. I don't do that because I refuse to use anything that's not natural, that I don't know about in my garden. I refuse. I'm not doing it. I know too much. When come on these plants, you can't get distracted, guys. There's a lot of distraction out there. If a person could be growing stuff natural and showing you these kind of results, these type of results, 10-foot pepper tree, 8-foot bell pepper tree, banana tree, 20 feet tall, eggplant, 5-6 feet tall, and they all natural. Once you have the space, you ain't have to have a 25-gallon container to make your own compost. You could use a 5-gallon bucket and make your own compost tea, your own natural fertilizer. These, and you know, let me show you. Wait, hold on. Because I see people on social media becoming overwhelmed, like they're giving up. It could be overwhelming, yeah. It could be. You see, I personally, I come on this platform. I come on this platform to encourage people and to show them that you can do it, and to show them that you ain't got to spend an arm and a leg to create a garden. My God, you know, this is full proof. You know, I don't go out and spend money. No, this garden season, let me just show you guys something here. Do you know that this garden season, I did not spend a dime on all these vegetables, all these pepper, all these edibles? Not a dime. Everything come from seed. And I'm gonna give you a little tool. This should be a motivation to you guys. This should be something to motivate you guys. No, remember, I don't tell you I ain't spend a dime on what I'm showing you here right now. This is a place full of food, and I did not spend a dime. And I'm not showing you fruit trees. I'm showing you vegetables, things that I plant this year. All right, we're gonna start here. This is a pepper, another pepper, another pepper right here. This is another pepper. This one already start producing. This is marigold. This come from seed. This is a pepper. All this is pepper right here. This is comfrey, come from seed. These are burdock, come from seed. Tomatoes come from seed. These squash down, they come from seed. They kind of struggling. Them bugs mashing them up, come from seed. All these edos that you see go over there, all that I harvest and I leave back some in the ground and they just shoot right back up. So all that is not a dime I spend. These pepper going over right here, did not spend a dime. All these bell pepper you seeing right here, did not spend a dime. Nothing over here, did not spend a dime. Did not spend a dime. All these eggplant you seeing down there, coming up there, did not spend a dime. This is eggplant here again, did not spend a dime. This, I find this growing up in my backyard. This is catmint, did not spend a dime. All these just go back up in the garden, did not spend anything. All these go over here, edos, pumpkin, marigold, sorrel, peanuts, all that peanuts up there. All this, everything here. This is beans growing up here. This is peanuts. All this is peanuts growing here. More burdock. All this is burdock. We have okra. We have more edos beyond the fence. All of this, guys, I did not spend a dime. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? I did not spend a dime. So this should motivate somebody this evening. This should motivate somebody today to understand that you don't have to spend a bunch of money to do a garden. Number one, the first thing you want to understand, with Van, oh, did I miss your answer about the outdoor kitchen video? That bill was super cool. Oh, yeah, you see me cooking on it. I'm gonna do a video rebuilding one, because when I was doing that one, VC Cooper, it was raining, so I really couldn't record it. But I'm gonna do a different one. But that outdoor kitchen worked like a charm. Yes. Okay. You see, guys. So this is what I'm saying, guys. Don't get distracted. There's a lot of distraction out there. You could catch yourself going out there and spend a bunch of money for no reason. And there's people who growing and not spending. You see what I'm coming from? Try to grow your garden natural. Try to use natural stuff in your garden. These pepper produce really, really well. You see what's going on here? They now start producing. Watch there. They now start producing. These pepper now coming in now. They now producing. Look, another one here. And what I'm doing now, I start staking them. You see the type of stake I have? Look the type of stake. You're welcome, VC Cooper. You see the stake? Because these plants gonna grow up. So if you notice now, I already put up I already put up the stakes them. You see what happened? All these plants, look how tall they is. From down there, come all the way up. Watch. Watch. This one is almost 5 feet tall. This one here. You see? So I have the stake going all the way up there. So guys, this is full proof that I'm showing you guys about this garden. This garden is natural. We also make our own compost. How do we make our own compost? We pull the weeds out of our garden and we throw them in a pile. And when we throw them in a pile and they break down, we bring it back. You see like this? This is a tree trunk that break down and it rotten down. So what we do, we bring it and we throw it back in our soil. So let me see, holy moly, your garden has jumped big time. Yes, yes, yeah, that's why I go live. Let me see, big time. On my last week of weed cabbage liquid 40, can't wait to use it. Yep, you see that, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Pure grow, you was what, yes, you used that. You see, this is why I go live as well, because guys, I want you guys to see and understand what I'm saying. I don't want to just jump on the live and just talking a bunch of stuff with no proof. I don't want to sit down and Googling stuff and tell you guys. No, I want to show you guys. So you see what I'm saying? Here, you notice where do you notice here what Pure Grow now say? Because he does be in my life. Appreciate you for the support. Pure Grow, appreciate that. But Pure Grow does be in my life, and he sees when these plants were small. He also sees when I was adding cabbage leaf mix with water, break down in water. He sees that too. In weeks, look at the garden, flourishing, everything green, everything growing marvelous. You see? You guys need to check out my channel. I'm telling you, if you really wanna be successful in growing a natural organic garden, you guys need to follow my channel. There's so much, almost 3,000 videos. There's so much videos, and every video is loaded with information. Every video is loaded with information about different type of plants. So, you know, I thank you all for the support. I truly appreciate the support. You guys help motivate me to continue. So don't forget to hit the like button. I'll truly appreciate it. These type of message need to get out there, guys, for real. You make sense, complete sense. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank you. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. These information really don't go nowhere because you're not promoting anything. You're talking about natural stuff and you're trying to show people, listen me, if you have the space and you have the back, you could utilize it. You have your backyard. Use the soil in your backyard. Use the soil. When the leaf fall from the tree, mix them up in your soil. Let me show you what I used to do, right? What I used to do, right? You see like this log? I will dig out a trench. This is what I used to do in my garden. I will dig out a trench and I will bury it and cover it. So over the years, these things break down and break down and break down, and it just make your soil get better and better. Then we also pull up the weeds like these, and we also put them in a container or put them in an area, allow them to dry down, and bring them back in the soil in the fall. So by the time the spring come, these already start done break down, turning compost for your soil. Help keep your soil moist. You see what I'm saying? All these are shisho plant. These plant, the Japanese, these are Japanese love this plant. I love them too, because you could cook them in soup, you could make tea with them, and they produce a beautiful flowers that pull pollinators as well. So this is a really nice plant, and they come back every year. They drop their seed and they come back every year. So what I'm saying, guys, all I'm saying is I'm encouraging the people who really want a garden and follow my channel. Please subscribe to my channel. Help support this channel by hitting the like button. You can also share the channel, let other people find this channel, because this information is hard to find. Now let me show you guys something here. You see, this is what I do, guys. I deal with foolproof, and I show what I'm doing. Not many people does this. A lot of them lie to you. You see this? These are grass. You see? These are grass, weeds. You see? And what I do, I put them, these are potato growing here. You see, these are potato. And what I did, I put them around the potato. So these are grass. What? You see them? Grass. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to add some soil on top of this. Up and cover these. And guess what's going to happen? These going to break down and go into the soil. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm doing, what I'm actually doing, I'm maintaining my soil all through the spring, all through the summer, and all through the fall. So what I'm doing here, I'm actually maintaining my soil by adding these things into the soil. By the time next spring, this already break down and turn compost in your garden. You see what I'm coming from? So your garden will always be rich and healthy. You see what I'm coming from? Always rich and healthy. Kevin, hey, what, how you doing? You see what I'm coming from? You maintain your soil all through the garden season. And when you maintain your soil through the garden season, by the time next spring hit, you have rich soil. Okay, this pepper look. You see, look at these okra plants. These okra plants, I don't know if you guys remember these okra plants. These okra plants was like this a few weeks ago, like this one. Few weeks ago. Look at it now. Same to this one here. All them was like really small a few weeks ago. Look at the size of them now. This is another massive pepper tree coming up here. So guys, it's all about natural. It's all about patient. It's all about dedication. It's all about discipline. It's all about focus. Because if you could want to be a gardener, yes, you could want to be a gardener and you could want to be successful. But sometimes the information, hey, Kevin Airwood from Tennessee, what are you doing? All right, blessing, blessing. Yes, so easy way to build soil and give it nutrients, mineral. Definitely, definitely. And what you're doing, you actually doing it the natural way. You're not going and buy anything you don't know to put in your garden. You're not going and put nothing in your garden that you don't know. You use the same weed that you pick up in your garden and put it back in your soil. All right? I remember. Okay, let me see. Holy moly. Yes, okay. Like I was telling you guys a few. Hold on. Yeah. Like I was telling you guys how you can make compost. You could also, like for instance, give me a second. All right. I know I was telling you guys about the grass and the weeds that you could pull out your garden and you could put it back in the soil. You could also put it in a pile to break down. There's another way you can get the nutrients from this is adding it into water. You could add this, you see? Yes. You could add this into water. You could have a 5-gallon bucket and you could add this into water maybe for about 2 to 3 months and it automatically become compost. All the nutrients, whatever in it, gonna release into the water. Now it's gonna become liquid. I call it liquid fertilizer. You see this? This is magic right here. This is magic. So before, I used to take up the wood. I used to go lift up logs and bury them in the garden. But I'm glad I did that because now look my garden. So now instead of me go out there and lifting these big logs now, I'm doing something different. And I start turning it into liquid fertilizer or composting, however we want to call it. I'm turning it into liquid now. So what I'll do, I'll get a container with water and I add whether cabbage leaf or whatever weed I get up in the garden, add it inside there with water and allow it to break down and turn composty. Now after it turn composty, what I do, I take it up. What I do, I take it up and I start adding, you see, nothing from the store guys, it's all natural. So this is how we do it guys. So if someone tell you you cannot grow a garden natural, just tell them you don't know what you're talking about. That's all you got to tell them. You have no idea what you're talking about. Because there's people out here who doing it. There's people like me who refuse from using anything that don't come from the garden or from around here. And you ain't got to give it too much, you know. You ain't got to give them too much. It's just a little doses you got to give them. And by the time you wink, you see these little okra plants you see coming up here? You see these little okra plants? I guarantee you, in the next week or so, you're going to see these with okra on top of them. You understand? Over here, I threw some okra seed over here. And they germinate already. This is okra seed germinate already. I'm going and plant them. Who knows, I might get lucky. You're exactly right. People will get you caught up. Yes, definitely. Definitely. You have to be focused and you got to pay attention. Follow people. Follow people who could get you where you want to. You know, don't just follow people because they show you and they have these nice, the way they talk and all this kind of stuff. You talking about surviving. You talking about how am I gonna able to feed my family? How can I grow this food that I can be successful to feed my, this is where you want. So you're looking for proof. You're looking to follow people who could actually guide you and willing to show you the progress from seed to fixing the soil, to softening the soil, to make sure that the plants them grow and show you the progress, show you from babies till they grow to be big plant producing. This is what you're looking for. If I want to be successful in something, I'm following people who could show me how to be successful. Not someone to give me a bunch of talk and no action. You understand? So it's all about learning discipline. Remember, guys, discipline. Remember, discipline. You know, sometimes you want to do something, you focusing on something. This is how I want to do it. And then someone just appear and start to give you some other ideas and you forget your focus. You come on here because you want to grow your food natural. That's how you want to grow your food. You want to grow your food natural, so you come on here and you looking to grow your food natural. The next thing you do, you see a guy talking about a product and you get enticed with the product. You want to buy the product. That wasn't your goal. Your goal was to come and grow food natural. But now you get distracted and find yourself start buying all different type of stuff, messing up your soil more than anything else, when you could just do it the natural way and be successful. A lot of things we put in our soil messed up our soil. It don't help. You understand? When you put in natural stuff in your soil, all it do, it build your soil and it draw beneficial parasite in the soil. The earthworms, all these, that's what they draw. Some of these things, when you pour it in your soil, it runs them. It destroys them, it runs them. So your focus gotta be, you gotta be strong. If you come to grow natural food, focus on growing natural food. You cannot get distracted by someone who show you a product. Many people talk about product, and they have no proof to show you. Okay, well, this is what the product did. For me, no, no proof. We have to look into things. Be more serious and more focused. Don't get distracted because there's a lot of distraction. There's a lot of people. I'm not giving them wrong. This is what they do. A lot of people is about, well, let me put it this way. I'm about creating positive and truthful content. This is why I can do a live showing you what I'm doing in my garden. I could do a live, I can show you the progress live. I can do all of that because there's real thing going on, truth. All right? You go back in my channel, yes, you're going to see the same thing you hear me saying today is what I've been saying 5, 6, 7 years ago. Same thing. I continue that method. I did not change it. I just continue. That's what you got to look at, guys. Focus on people who can help you. And I'm not saying you got to follow me. What I'm saying is, if you feel like you want to grow food anyhow, you follow the people who could help you. If you feel you want to grow food natural, you follow the people who could help you. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not here just telling you, oh, you should follow me. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm telling you to follow people who could help you achieve your goal. Not to distract you. Now, let me see if you can see this. Look this pepper here. This is one. This is a pepper tree right here. Over 5 feet now. This one is over 5 feet. Alright? This one is over 4 feet. This one is over 4 feet. So far, we have one over 5 feet. Alright? And how we grow them? We grow them by programming the seeds. We grow them by programming our seeds. And just treat them right. I'm a believer since I've watched your method, blueprint. You definitely, definitely Pure Grow. You see it all, so you see. You understand? You see how small this thing was a few weeks ago. A few weeks ago, you see how small this thing was. Did you guys see the pepper down there? Let me see if all you can see, right? There's a pepper tree down here, almost taller than me. Let me show you. You see? That's a bell pepper tree, guys. Bell pepper reaching me up here, almost taller than me. So, that bell pepper plant is almost 6 feet tall. It's right at the brink of 6 feet tall. And you don't see these things. You don't see these things. You see? And everything grows natural. These peppers, this breed of pepper, once it starts producing, it don't stop produce. Once they start produce, they don't stop. They always loaded with pepper. Every day you come out, you could come out with a bowl to harvest pepper from these trees. Every day. You can come out here and harvest pepper because they produce so much. So the key is programming the seed is very important. Taking care of the plants from a young stage is very important. If you could prepare the soil in the fall for the plants, it's well important. If you could prepare the soil. Last year, ACC, how you doing? What's up? Last year, I was preparing this whole garden last year. Digging the banks, preparing the soil, getting everything working good. So in the spring, it was easier for me because I don't put out the work. Now, my work is basically done, is mostly harvesting time coming now. It's mostly harvesting. And there's so much food in this garden right now that every day you could come and get food. We have edo leaf, we have dashing leaf, we have okra that coming in already. I already harvest a few okra today, you know, that already coming in. We have eggplant every day. And the way I designed this garden, I designed this garden a certain way. I did not design this garden for me to come out and harvest everything one time. I designed a garden that every day I can come and harvest something. You see where I'm coming from? Every day I can pick up a bowl, come out in the garden and harvest something. I don't want to be harvesting everything one time and you have no. I want my garden to prolong all through the garden season, all through the summer, October, November. That's when the frost hit. I'm still, these, my pepper tree, I'm just full with pepper in the fall, November. When the frost come, I just lose a lot of pepper and a lot of blossom. They don't stop. This breed of pepper does not stop produce once it starts. They don't stop. Ongoing. And you just harvesting ongoing. This year, I think this year is the first time I plant this amount of bell pepper. I think it's like 30 something bell pepper I plant this year. Believe it or not, that's gonna be a lot of pepper when harvest time comes. So, like I say guys, this is an organic garden. We only use the stuff that comes out of our garden and mix it back in our soil. If there's a tree limb breakdown, we used to bury them. No, we're not going through that heavy lifting now. We start to focus now on liquid manure, liquid fertilizer. That is what we start focusing on. Kevin A would say, how to store pepper? Well, the way how I store pepper, I dry them out. Like you could dry them out real dry. Dry, that they can't create no mold. You could store them in that form. You also could grind them and mix them with vinegar. Put some vinegar inside of it and you could, you know, that jar them, cover it really tight, and you could store them in that form. You also could grind them, put them in a jar and put them in your refrigerator. So there's many different ways you can store peppers, many different ways. Yes guys, so I really appreciate you guys come out this evening. I go live randomly. There's no special time I go live, but I thank you guys for coming out. Give me the support, give me the motivation. I do appreciate each and every one of you, because spending your time listening to what I have to say about growing food natural. So I just wanna, let you guys know that I truly appreciate you all. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys. If you're on your phone, double tap the screen so you could hit the like button. This is how these videos get out there. This is growing food natural. This is how we keep ourselves healthy. Alright? We grow our own food. We don't use salt. We don't use butter in our food. We try to grow our own food and eat healthy, because we're trying to keep ourselves healthy. We're trying to stay away from the salt, the butter, the sugar. Many people, it's very difficult for many people to eat food without salt. But you could never master it if you don't try. You have to try. Our body, our mind gets so fixed with sugar and salt that we cannot, it's hard for us to eat a meal without their sugar in the juice, or sugar in the tea, or salt in the food, or butter in. It's so hard, guys. But we got to look into our health, and we got to study what's best for our body, what's best for our mind. It's not just about eating. We got to eat to live, not live to eat. So by growing your own little garden, give you that part of independence, that you could actually choose the things you want to eat. You grow the things you want to eat. That's the good part. Don't listen to me. Like I said, stay focused, be disciplined. Because if you don't do that, you might get distracted. You might even start a garden, because there's so much information out there that will distract you from even want to start a garden. Some people tell you about so much stuff, and how much things you got to do, and how much things you got to buy, and what you got to do, and how you got to set up your seed thing to germinate seed. No, you ain't got to set up nothing to germinate seed. All you need, some soil in a container, in a warm place in your house, in your greenhouse, or in your garden, wherever you could give them that. And that could be great. People tell you about, next thing you realize, wait, for me to start a garden, it cost me $1,000. No, I ain't paying $1,000. That's distraction. Use what you got and create your garden. Use what you got and create your garden. Stop underestimating your soil you have in your backyard. You might have rich soil in your backyard, and you underestimating it and going and buy messed up stuff. You see what I'm coming from? Let me see what let me see. Okay, Sissy, I really appreciate you sharing your expertise. You're welcome, Sissy. I appreciate you, Progo. I appreciate you. Yeah, man, I appreciate you guys coming in. That's what I love, and I'm watching it grow. Exactly. Nathan, how you doing? Hello, brother from Birmingham, UK. Oh, okay. Shout out to Birmingham, UK. What's up? Thank you for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you. This is so true. We have so many people with diabetes and high. Exactly. Because of excess sugar. That's what I'm saying. LJ, I'm from UK. Nice to meet you. All right. Blessings to you guys, man. Appreciate you all. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because on this channel, we only grow natural. We don't go to use anything natural, and we encourage people to eat healthy. If you love fruits, you love juice. If you love sugar that much, grow some fruit trees that you can harvest your fruits and you could get sugar. You understand? We love to eat ice cream. I mean, we gotta do what we gotta do, but sometimes, do you understand? Things that don't taste nice is what's really good. Do you understand the amount of sugar they put in things to give us this taste we need or we love? It's a lot of sugar. Ice cream. I'm sure it's a lot of sugar gotta go in ice cream for it to taste sweet like that. Do you understand the amount we intake in? So we gotta pay attention to that, man. We gotta pay attention to what we put in our stomach. God bless you, brother. Much love. May God bless you with good health and prosperity. Thank you. Appreciate it. Nathan, thank you, man. I'm guilty of buying that store-bought soil. I plan to be ready next year with natural. Yes, definitely. Use the soil in your backyard. I'm a YouTube gardener, man, and I'm a singer. Okay, all right. LJ Slips, okay, all right. Songwriter, I like Bob Marley, and okay, all right. That's wonderful, man. That's wonderful. Good to hear. Yes, tell about it. Yes, ice cream has so much sugar. That's exactly. So we have to take our health in our own hand. We cannot expect anyone to do it for us. Sometimes it takes a lot of discipline and patience for real to stop eating certain things that you are accustomed eating. It's very hard. And sometimes what we do, we tell ourselves, you know what, I'm gonna stop eat ice cream next year, or I'm gonna stop eat this next year. No, sometimes you gotta start now. You gotta say, you know what, I'm not using it anymore. By the time you wait till next year reach, you forget. You even talk about, you see what I'm saying? So you have to make these decisions rapidly and work on them. Because yes, it's difficult. You grow up eating a bunch of sugar. You grow up drinking juice, sweet juice. It's not gonna be easy to just let that go. But we have to take it into our own hand for our own health sake. That we have to do better for our own self. Eating better help you with your mind. It help you think better. It help you focus more. All right? Okay, let me see. Kevin say how to use this year crop for next year. How to use this year crop for next year. Seed, please. What do you mean? How to use this year crop for next year? Seed, please. I don't really don't understand that. Okay. Just let's say I eat healthy. It's important. It's important. Like sometimes I'll walk around and I'll pick some okra. Sometimes I wash them off. Sometimes I just eat them like that. But these things are very healthy for our body. It really healthy. It's healthy for men. It's healthy for women as well. All right? And if you grow in a plant, you should do research on the plant, knowing whether it's beneficial for you or not. Whether the root might be beneficial, whether the leaf might be beneficial for you. This is very important, guys. All right. This is what you call burdock. Seed from the food we grow. Okay, the seed from the food you grow. What you do, you take out the seed, you dry them, and you put them in a dry area, a warm, dry area. All right, you could put them in a bottle. You could put them, but you got to make sure you dry them properly, that they cannot get mold. So if you go squash, you could take out the squash, the seed out the squash, dry them, and put them in a jar. Tomato, the same thing. All you got to do, dry them. Make sure you dry them properly, and you could put them in a jar, in a paper bag, wherever. All right. Yeah, this is border, and as farmer I'm understanding, usually I grow burdock, but I grow burdock for the root. But now I'm learning that the burdock have its medical use. Now I cannot confirm that this have that the leaf have benefit. I cannot confirm it, but from my own common sense tells me if the root have benefit, the leaf should have benefit as well. So this, I'm gonna harvest all these leaves and I'm gonna blend them in a juicer and put them in a jar, and I'm gonna take like a spoonful maybe once a week. I might take a spoonful. One thing we have to understand, guys, you cannot run out there just using all different type of herbs. This is a disclaimer, guys. We cannot run out there using all different type of herbs. If you're using herb, you got to take breaks. You check what I'm saying? You got to take breaks if you're using herbs. But these are real healthy burdock leaf. And if I decide to blend these, juice them, believe it or not, I'm not even gonna get much. But the good thing about it is they claim it have medical use, but not I don't know, because I never use the burdock leaf. This is the comfrey. This is the comfrey right here. This one here, I know about this one. This is the one that my grandmother used to use. And what she gonna do, like if you have a sprained foot or something, or your knee hurt or something with your bone, she gonna use it. She might take a leaf. She might take a leaf like this and she crush it up. And she crush it up, and right where it hurts, she take it and she put it right where it hurts and band it wrong with a piece of plastic. And we know that these things works, you know what I'm saying? But my thing is, always do your research. Don't go around using all different type of herbs without knowing about them. You also, where did you purchase your burdock root seed? Well, I didn't purchase it. I did find it growing wild. I did find a plant growing wild, and I plant it, and then it grow, and then it produce seed, and this is This is the seed over there. Let me show you up here as well. This is another patch that growing here from seed. All this is seed, burdock seed growing here. You see? All this is burdock. Growing real nice and healthy. So I'm gonna pick some of the leaf and I'm gonna juice it. Okay? So grow things that even the peanut leaf, we also understand this is peanut. We also understand. Sissy say it build your immune system. Okay, you see what I'm saying? All right. So these are things we need. We need stuff to help build our system because this is important. Because the thing about it is, you will go to the store and buy some medicine to build your immune system, and you might just have it growing in your yard. You see what I'm coming from? So I might gotta. It's too late now. It's getting dark. It start getting darker now. So I'm gonna be harvesting them burdock root to make my own little juice. But like I say, guys, you cannot take these herbs rapidly. You have to take breaks. All right, and please speak to your doctor before you go out there using any herbs. All right, that's my disclaimer. All right, because I don't want to send nobody out there. Because and the next thing again too, sometimes because of your condition, something might work for me and it ain't work for you because of our condition and how far the condition gone. The thing is, many of us we wait until things happen before we start looking into our health, and that's just where the problem come from. Because we looking into, oh, now I get this, you start looking for herb. You should be doing that before, trying to prevent. Herb is to prevent. Most of the time it's not really to cure anything. It's basically to prevent stuff from happening or stuff to occur. But sometimes it gone too far and you check what I'm saying? So these are things we have to pay attention to. But all I can say before I leave, take your health in your hand. Guys, before you leave, please hit that like button. Support this channel. I will truly appreciate it. Over here, we only talk about natural gardening, and we show the proof, we show the progress, we show how we plant, we show the growth, we show harvest. So you wouldn't miss anything. So thank you all again for coming out. Shout out to each and every one of you. Thank you all for all your support. Without your support, okay, what's this? I take them and have not gotten a cold or flu. Really? All right. All right. Thank you for that information, Sissy. You see, that's what I love too. I love when we interact in the chat and we all share information because we all could learn from each other. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, guys. So you guys have a blessed and wonderful day. I appreciate each and every one of you. Happy gardening. Don't forget to hit that like button before you step out. I will truly appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Peace, love, and blessing. Thank you.